Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today is going to be an interesting one. I've recently used the Morphe Boss Mood and I really did enjoy it. But I was thinking about this last night while I was at my mum's, and I think I'd be able to get all these shades in my collection. So I feel like I'm going to declutter it when it comes to the winter declutter. But what I want to try and do is deepen the vibes of this with this. And I've learned that it's not really similar, but there's similar shades in it, like this shade here. There's a similar shade in the Morphe Boss Mood. So this shade here is Crispy, and I'll tell you in the Morphe Boss Mood when we get to it. I think I'm going to put this one on first. Obviously you're going to know which eye I'm going to go in with. I'm not going to kind of do it. Can you guess which eye it is? Because yeah, we'll just do it together. And then on the other eye, we'll do the Morphe. Let me just check for similar mattes though first, because I just swatched similar shimmers. The shimmers is what I put all over the lid, so I needed to find a similar shimmer. Right, so I'd be using that one as my transition. That one's called Extra Ginger. I feel like it's not going to be completely the same, but that one, I feel like that's one of the lightest ones in the palette. I'll tell you what that one's called, even though we don't need to get to it yet. That one's called Play It Cool. So let's just do this eye and then we'll go over to this eye. Or shall we do them both? Yeah. I'm just kind of figuring it out to myself. And I may use the same brushes, but I have got a colour switch here. So, Extra Ginger from the I Heart Revolution palette. And if it's not exact, it doesn't matter, we're just going for the same vibe. But yeah, that Morphe palette, I really do feel like I've got similar shades in the rest of my collection. And the Morphe palette's pretty big. If you've got a lot in your collection and you don't have that much storage, then I kind of think, well, what's the point in me hanging on to it? And to be honest, I've not really used it a lot. It may as well go to a good home, right? I'm just going to blend that out, that Extra Ginger shade. I want to put some in the outer V as well. And then that's that shade. So I'm going to try and save those brushes just for the I Heart Revolution Gingerbread palette. Let's try and find some different brushes for the Morphe palette. This one should do it. Run that through the colour switch. Okay, so then, Play It Cool. This one looks like it's got more like a khaki shade in it, so it's probably not going to be exact. But it is the lightest brown in the palette, so I don't really have a choice. See, this is what I mean. They're probably not going to be exact. But all that matters to me is that the shimmers look exact. And I'm not doing a lot today. Today, as I'm recording this, it's Saturday. And I'm going to my mum's to make us pasta bake. And then tomorrow she'll make us Sunday dinner. But she's not doing so well, so if she doesn't feel up to it, then I'm just going to tell her we won't have it. She really needs to get better. She's full of a cold. And obviously when you get older, there's a high risk of it settling on your chest and becoming a chest infection. So I really don't want that to happen to her. Now they look very similar, don't they? Let's see if I've got a different blending brush. So that's a blending brush I'm using. This one came out of a W7 palette. So I want to go in with a darker shade. So in the I Heart Revolution one, I can use Spiced, or maybe the dark brown. Let's just see what the Morphe palette's got. There's one that looks really similar to Spiced. We'll use that. So that one looks really, really similar to Spiced. So we'll use Spiced first. This one here. I'll go in with this Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush. Just in the outer V. Yeah, I really feel for my mum. She's like sneezing all over the place. And she wanted to go out today. And I'm like, Mum, it's really not worth it. You know, you could get worse. Like I said, you know, if it settles on her chest, she's going to the doctors on Tuesday. And I said, if you know better on Tuesday, get some antibiotics. Especially as it's Christmas coming up. Right, I'm going to just blend it out a little bit with this. I was just saying the other day in one of my videos, I can't get sick for Christmas. And now my mum's got sick for Christmas. Well, not necessarily. It's a week before Christmas. Now what I need is we'll use this for both eyes to make it fair. This Revolution contour palette. So I always go in with this shade here. Actually, no, we won't put glitter glue on yet. Jumping 5 steps ahead. So we need to go in. Oh, what's it called? I didn't tell you. It's called Sweet Beats. Was it that one? Have you seen another one that's very, very similar? No, that's more red. It's not that one. It's called Vampy Vixen. So it's this one here. I was going to put the wrong shade all over my crease then. I think I'll use the other side to the New Look brush on this side. It'll make it more precise. Going with Vampy Vixen. It's a little bit darker. But blended in, it should look the same. Right, let's blend it. I'm going to go back in with that W7 brush. Right, now glitter glue. So the same glitter glue on both eyes. W7 Sparkle Slay. Right, and for eyeliner, I think I'm just going to stick, rather than messing about with eyeshadow, I think I'm just going to stick with my traditional Wayne Goss eyeliner. So let me get that. Okay, so this is it. Just that one. It'll need sharpening soon. It's getting blunt again already. Not necessarily a bad thing though, is it? Just means we're using it up. I talk it like we're using it up. I'm using it up. Right. So, let's go in with Crispy, and I'm going to tell you what formula I like the best as well out of the shimmers. Look at that. So, I'm just going to stamp that on. Are we going to have a problem with inner corner shimmers? I don't think so. And then, of course, we're going to be using the same mascara on both eyes. Oh, I nearly put that on the other eye. Let me just go in here. I'm not used to these duping the vibes videos. That's essentially what we're doing. What shade was it? Let's have a look. So it was this one here. Can you see how similar it looks? And that one is called Hot to Trot. Was it that one? I just don't want to be putting a shade. That doesn't look similar. Can't have been that one. Try that one. Oh, that's too gold. Hang on. It must have been that one. Like, they don't look similar. That one's too gold. Right, I'm going to have to put that shade on. The one that I first thought it was similar. I don't think it's going to look similar on the eyes, guys. So we're going with Hot to Trot. Oh, well. Right, so I'd say this has got kind of more orange in it. So I'm wondering if I could make it similar by using that gold I originally saw. Don't know what happened because when I swatched them, they looked so similar. So the other one is called Hot Stuff. Maybe mixed to look similar to the one that I've got on from the I Heart Revolution palette. So, I mean, this one's a really nice formula. Yeah. So you can get a similar look to the I Heart Revolution palette, but you just have to mix the shades up. I still think this is kind of now more brown, where this is looking more gold. Can we do something else? Got this one. Put a bit of this on. Right, that's better. It's not quite the same, but it's better. I think I'm going to leave it there, otherwise I'm going to have about 10 shades of Morphe eyeshadow on. I would say this palette's better, to be honest. It's better in formula. It's just a better eyeshadow palette and it's more convenient. You know, it's not as many shades. So that's that one. We all know what this one looks like by now, but yeah, that's that one as well. Okay, mascaras. I think I'm just going to go in with this one. I always use this when I'm in a bit of a rush and time is getting away from me. They are really similar, but I've had to put like 3 eyeshadows to get the same effect as just one shimmer all over the lid on this side. But it wasn't similar, you could tell the difference. So that's the good thing about the Morphe palette. If you want to dupe the vibes of another palette, you've got like 35 eyeshadows, whereas I think the I Heart Revolution one is 18. Right, and now we just need to put a lipstick on. In fact, no, I want to blend out a little bit. I used this brush for this side, didn't I? So let's go in with this side. Okay, we've done that one. And then I use this brush for this side. It's a bit stiffer. Yeah, I'll definitely be keeping this one. It is so cute, so festive, so good for this time of year. But the Morphe 35M Boss Mood, I think I'm decluttering. Right, and now we'll just straighten the fringe before we put the lippy on. What I'm going to do with lipstick, because I've not actually tried it on for TikTok, I wouldn't say it's new. I've had it a while, but I've not used it in a very long time. So I want to try it on for TikTok first, get some content over there, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the lip. And you'll be like, yeah, I knew he's going to do that, Andrea. And that'll do. I'm not going to take my hair down because, like I said, I'm cooking. And I don't want all my hair to end up in the food. Right, so I'm back. So this is what the lip looks like. Very pretty. So this is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon in Hustling Heels. What I realised when I was on TikTok is that I've not put in the corner highlight down. So we're going to go for Royal Icing in this palette. And I'm going to use the same brush. So just the Jessup Beauty one. It would be nice. Oh, my mirror's at the bottom there. So that's that one. Let's take that colour off. I don't think it's going to be the same colour because I think the Morphe one, which is light at the party, is more white than gold. That one there. Because we're only putting it in a little space, it shouldn't really matter. Yeah, that one's more white, that one's more gold. And there's nothing else for me to mix it with in the Morphe palette, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. It's not completely the same eye look, you know, I've had to tweak things, but I feel like it's similar enough. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys, I really do appreciate it. Please like, it really does help my channel out enormously, and it means the absolute world to me. Share and comment. If you're not following me on TikTok, I'll leave my handle around here somewhere, and you can go and check me out over there. I'd massively appreciate that as well. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I would love to welcome you to the little fam, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.